Hey Midland, Chris and Grant here for What's Up in the City Planning Edition. And this one's a little bit different. So we're going to talk about some updates and what's up next for Planning Edition. How you doing, Grant?
Hey, I'm doing well, Chris.
So I know that the city has private investments all over the place. And I want to talk about three of them today. The first one is the hospital. Tell me a little bit about what's going on at the hospital.
Sure. So that's a massive multi-million-dollar project for the new Cardiovascular Institute. That's on the south side of the hospital campus over at MidMichigan Health, right off the intersection of Orchard and Sugnut Drive. That's a great location. It's actually going to be a massive expansion in the types of services that they provide to the community. And so that's a project that I know was talked about a lot during its approval, but it's still been moving forward, and we're excited to see that continue and eventually open for patrons to use in the future.
And so when we're talking about the hospital, we also have to talk about education because the hospital operates on people that are educated. So tell me a little bit about what's going on downtown with Delta College.
Sure. So Delta College is building, of course, their brand new facility at Cronkite and Ellsworth in downtown. That's a 3-story building, also a multi-million-dollar investment. And it's exciting for downtown because it will bring a new demographic into our downtown. It'll be students that are studying post-education. They'll be there on a daily basis, have opportunity to interact with shops, restaurants, coffee houses, things like that in downtown. But it's also a great building when it's all said and done, with some nice architecture that will change the way that the downtown looks.
Yeah, no, it looks, I just drove by it yesterday and it looks great. So tell me a little bit about the last site, which is the major site. And it's out on Bay City Road, Costco.
Sure. Well, certainly it's major in the fact that it seems to be getting the most attention, I'd say, within the community. It's not as big of an investment as some of the other projects that we've seen in the city in the last few years, but it's certainly important when we talk about retail and when we talk about the eastern side of the city through the Bay City Road corridor. That's a corridor that hasn't seen a lot of retail investment over the years, and so this is really a game changer in that way. Of course, close proximity to the interchange at Bay City Road and US 10 is important to the success of Costco. It was very important when they selected this site. So it's exciting to see them move forward, and we're glad that they did break ground and start construction a couple weeks back.
So the last thing I want to talk about is what's up next for the Planning Commission.
Sure. So next week we have a public hearing for the text amendments to the zoning ordinance, which would actually solidify the site plan amendment or the change that we've been talking about back since January. And again, that's a project that we're doing to align us with best practices across the state.
Awesome. That's good to hear. That's great to hear. So thank you so much for joining us today and sharing some of that information. We really appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Hey, and as always, you can catch all of the planning commissions live on MGTV channel 188 Charter or channel 99 on Uverse. You can also go to our city website, cityofmidlandmi.gov, to catch them on live and on demand. And we really appreciate you watching us, and we'll see y'all later, Midland. Thanks. See you, Grant.